Hello everyone, today I'm here for Jaded Blossom and it's the June challenge and it's masculine. I have the I Moose You stamp set for the little moose and sentiment. The coffee tags for the little coffee cup. The Thanksgiving Nomi for the little leaves there. And thankful for my Nomi, I think, for another little leaf. Eager Beaver for the little beaver. And here's the new platform that I'm using, the Sizzix stencil and stamp tool and the stamp and spin tool. So you need both to do this cool effect. So I always stamp my image twice so it's nice and crisp here. And here I'm turning 2 times. So that's what I'm starting with is a double spin. So I'll have 4 moose. Like I say, I like to do it twice so it's nice and sharp. And spin again. So 1, 2. And it does click so you can tell when you're spinning where you're at. So there, and I'll stamp again. And if you don't know, I'm doing a Canadian layout. So it turned out really cool. I'm so happy with it. And this tool is so fun to play with. It's like you can do so much with it. It's pretty cool. So there I got all my moose, and I'm gonna just clean off my platform and my little stamp and change it up. And here is my rough copy I did just to play around. I wanted to see if it's gonna work, and I'm gonna put my little eager beaver on there. And I did put my little beaver a little higher than my sample, but that's okay. And I'm just putting my leaves there. So when you know what you're doing, it's easier to put extra little pieces and it just saves you time that way. So here I have 3 little stamps on there. You can do a bunch at a time. So there, I'm going to stamp it one more time just to make sure. And then I'm going to turn my wheel 2 times. So depending on the stamps you're using, you can do just a 1 spin. But because my images are big, I am doing a 2 spinner. Yeah, 2 spinner. So there. And you'll see right here, I do the 2. And there's a little give. So when you go to put it down, just make sure it lines up okay. You can see I slightly moved it a bit. Like I say, it just has a little give there. And you'll see that again on this one. And I did it wrong. You'll see I went the wrong way. So now I have to spin 2 and another 2 and there. So you'll see I slightly move it a tad. And there. Perfect. So one more stamp, making sure it's nice and crisper. And there. I could have did my cups and, on the side and all, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. So here I'm going to just put my sentiment. Stamp that in there. You can always put another image if you want. Just that sentiment fit perfect, so I'm going with it. There you go. And I'm going to cut that a little smaller so it can fit on here. And that's what I was thinking of, putting those leaves. But it's not Jaded Blossom. I figured that out before I glued it. That's a good thing. So it's a sticky mat on there, and you can get replacement mats for your stamp tool. So yeah, I really love it. So there is my first one, and I thought it was so cute. Maybe keep it for the fall. So we're gonna start with the little moose, and here we go. So there I have the 42 and the 43. And I will be using all the same colors on my beaver as I used on my little moose. The only thing I'll change is the pencil on the beaver. Just go a little darker. You'll see that in a bit. So I will show you one moose colored and then we'll skip. And then I'll color one of the beaver and skip just like that, because you don't want to see me color all of them. It would just be so long. It is a long video too, sorry. But I thought it'd be cool to show you how I do it. So almost done that part, and I'm going to do his little, under his chin, there's a little bit of hair, and his little tail there in that color. And of course I'll be bringing some pencil in a bit. Trying to do it easy coloring, but you know me, I like a little bit extra here. You can skip the pencil if you would like, but I find it adds so much. On my other moose, I just did the head, and then I did the body after, just because the 37 is very dark and it's harder to blend after it's been down for a bit. So yeah, I kind of cut them to one section at a time. So there, I'm just going to trace all where I want my dark shading. So I found that it would be easier if I split it up. So there I got the 35, and I do bring in the 37 again just for touching the nib to help blend those two together. So just blending all those lines. So now I have the 33 and trying to cover it all up, and there I'm touching the nib, but I'm going to the 35, not the 37. You just want to go one step down, not, or up, not couple. So yes, so the 35 I touched the nib of 37, 3 I go to the 35. So now I got the 33, and just gonna finish it all off. There. So now I have the gray, so the C4, and I'll be bringing in a little darker 7, and then blend those two together. We'll be doing the same technique too, is touch the nib just to help it. And just putting highlights in his eyes. So yes, at Jaded Blossom we always have a challenge at the beginning of the month. So I just posted a picture of my gamsol and nib, and I'll start coloring with my Prismacolor pencil. And like I said, this month's challenge is masculine, so that's why I went with kind of this theme, and it's Canadian too, so I thought it was pretty cool. So now I'm just gonna start blending. So blending that. We do have a release for Jaded Blossom starting the 10th of June till the 13th. Super fun one again. We'll be back for videos for CC Design. I have my post day for their release on Wednesday, and we'll be back for Friday for the release day. So I'll have 2 projects for CC, new release, super cute. And I do have a post day also for Jaded Blossom on Friday. So 2 projects for Friday. Probably not going to have 2 videos, just the one probably for CC because it's their release. There I'm just having my little gel pen fixing if there's little lines past the markers or pencil. Easy way of fixing. And there I have the lighter shade of brown. So like I said, we'll be using the same colors on the beaver. The only thing that I changed is the darker pencil for the little beaver is going to be more brown than red. If you look at my little moose, it's kind of reddish brown. So that's the only thing that I'll be changing. And just blending here. So that tool would be fun to do cards with, just do fun backgrounds, whatever. I didn't go big. I wanted something different, so I went with big characters. So it's like an 8x8 layout with the buffalo plaid that I used. Yes. So it's a bigger project. So it'd be cute even framed up or in a little layout book, because I do layout 8x8. So there I have a moose, and we'll do the rest. Snap my finger and all done. So people do that. I don't know, it didn't really work out for me, so I'm going to skip that part on the next few things. So there I will color my leaves all the same color. So the 29th, the R29. We'll color also the letters on my sentiment. I moose. It must be your birthday. So I'll color that with the same color and then skip and show you all the leaves all colored. Like I say, my fingers, it didn't look right. So some people do it and it's pretty cool. I gotta say, it's pretty cool. I tried and it just didn't work. So there, got that. There, all my leaves are all nice and colored. And we'll start our little beaver. Like I said, we'll be using the same colors here. The only thing that I'll be bringing extra is the pink for under his feet and his little ears. That little beaver is just the cutest. So cute. I did use him for like a little guinea pig. Just took his tail off. That's mean, but I did. But it's so cute for a little guinea pig. My daughter had 2. She doesn't have them no more. But so I did a project for her with that. So I have the 33. It's kind of off a little. You can still see it. It looks funny. Looks like he ate some chocolate right now. And just close it all off. Like I said, I'm trying to do it really easy peasy because there's 4 little beavers. There's the 37. And just tracing that. And bring it in. Oh, nope. Still the 37 on the nose. And now I got the 35. And of course, I'm touching the darker marker to help it blend. Alright, now I've got the 33 and touching the nib of the 35. And I found that even though I'm doing that, it wasn't blending really good. So you'll see me grab the 35 and just lay a bit more of that marker down when I have it all finished up here. There, just put a little bit more, and it just helps blend just a little bit better and close it up with that lighter shade. There you go. So for the tail, I skipped the 33. I just went with the 35 and the 37. And just be careful when you're doing your marker around your paper that you don't touch it by mistake, your paper, and you get some ink where you don't want it to be. I did touch it when off camera when I was doing another little beaver here. I just used my eraser and it came off, but sometimes it's really bad and you can't take it off. So yeah, just be careful. So there is my pink, the RV35, 32, sorry, 32. And I'm fixing the black and doing the white there for the eyes. And here we go with the pencil. So that one is the same as I used for my moose. And there is the darker shade that I used. So it's different than the other one. It's more a darker brown. So when it's done, you can see like the marker's all the same, but the pencil's different, so it does look a little different. So it's pretty cool. So I'm just tracing where I want it, and we'll be blending that now. Like I said, it's a little longer video. I think it's worth it. It's super fun. Just blend the tail in. We'll do the lines also. It just makes it a little darker in there. I'll finish the little beaver before I start that. There you go. And now I do the lines. So I do the one way first, and then I'll blend that, and then I'll do the opposite ones and blend that. So I spin it because I wasn't getting a nice blend there. So there it is. We'll color all the other ones and I'll be right back. Here, look how cute they are. So there's the cups. So I was thinking, like I said, the big leaves, but I'm gonna pop those little coffee cups, color those all up, and I'll stamp one of those leaves on there so it looks more like a Timmy cup from Canadians, right? So here we go. I have my little maple leaf in there. And again, using the same colors as I did for my little characters, just so they all blend very nicely together. There you go. And I just bring the little darker shade here. So I don't bring the 37. I'm just gonna stick with those two instead. And there's the 43. And we'll be blending those two together. So that's pretty easy peasy. And the N1 for the top. And of course my red will be the R29. That's the only red I use. And the same pencil again. And for the brown, I do use the one that I used on the beaver instead of the moose. So there. Could have went a little darker, I think, but that's all right. It's all good. And I'll just grab a gray and do the top and it'll be all done for my little cup. There it is. You can always go and pause to see the number of the pencil because it goes pretty quick. I do hold it for a bit, but I speed up my coloring here. So there is the one, and I'll color all 4 of them. There you go. And start putting my layout together. I'll glue down my first panel. There. So much fun. go. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to pop dot my coffee cups or just lay it flat. So I was kind of wondering there, but I put one pop dotted and then I go and put the other ones flat just to see. And I did like the look that it's popped. You know me, everything has to be pop dotted. So I will grab 2 more leaves and pop dot those, so then it kind of look like it's supposed to be. It's not an afterthought. But I think it turned out a lot better than if I did put the big leaves. There's enough leaves on there, so a little coffee cup of Tim Hortons just kind of screams Canadian. So I think it just fits the theme perfectly. There. Super fun. I just love it. So I'll just go and grab 2 more little leaves already cut out in my pocket and color them quickly and glue those down with little pop dots. So there, I have them colored. I skipped that. The video is long enough, and it's the same as before. It's just with the R29 that I used. There. Thought it going the other way. Nope, nope. There you go. How fun. I just love that. Put those things away. And I'll show you again the materials that I used for this fun little layout. There they are. All kinds of Jaded Blossom goodness. So I hope you play along with this challenge. Like I said, it's the June challenge and it's masculine. So there is my layout again. Wow. And I hope you like it, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.